I recently read and reviewed the book Departures by Julian Barnes. It's his last book, and I thought to myself, what are three great last books by certain authors? The first is The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Yeah, this is a big book, but it feels like his last book. He was in very poor health. He had TB. His son had just died. He'd spent a lot of time grieving in a monastery. And so you feel that this is his book where he's grappling with life and death and God and family and so on. So this very much felt like a last book, and in fact it was. The second is In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust. I'm always going to mention Marcel Proust in these little series just because it covers so many bases. But this was a series of 7 novels, and he basically wrote them as he was dying in bed, and he would just write and write and write. And what I love about it, it's his last book, but it's also the book that explains his entire life and the way his entire life was a series of experiences designed to write this last book. So it's all very meta and circular and absolutely wonderful. And then the final book is one that I read recently and that's really stayed with me, and that is The Passenger by Cormac McCarthy. This came out in 2022 and he died like 3 months after. And this feels like his swan song. Why does it feel like his swan song? Just because you feel like he didn't care. He just wrote what he wanted to write. Even if it didn't quite gel well together, it just went in so many different cool directions. I loved it. I loved the fact that he was like, I'm gonna write about stuff that I find cool. If you don't like it, tough beans. Those for me are 3 great last books by authors.